Well, here we are. Another week. More Team of the Week cards, alumni, new comp season rewards. Oh, and you can change your number. There's a ton of changes this week in Hut. I'm No Sleeves 12, and I'm the captain of Hut News. Man, what a good pun. Boys are going to love that one. So let's start with the big news. Finally, I said this back in my quality of life changes I'd like to see for NHL 19. Captains was one of them. It was such a small thing to include, but it's an awesome thing for us. So I was able to do the packs, or do some packs for customization options. What you get in these packs are goalie helmets, numbers, and the chance at captaincy. I didn't pull any captain cards. I got an assistant captain one and the number 69. So basically, I have 4 billion coins. But yeah, you can change any number of any player and give them captaincy as well. So I think that's a great change for the game and something that wasn't a big thing for them to do. But they put it in for us, and I think that was a fantastic change. One thing I do want to mention, because it wasn't really made clear, if you put a customization option on a player, whether it be a goalie mask, a captaincy card, or you change their number the second you put it on the auction house and it's purchased, it will remove that card. You won't get it back in your collection, unfortunately, but it helps people from buying, a Solani that's a number 1 or like a number 84 or 72, something random like that. So you will lose those cards once you use them if you put them in the auction house. So just be aware. The captaincy cards aren't as bad as I thought they were. I bought the captaincy one for I think 17k, and then the assistant ones were about 5, and then numbers are all over the place unless you're doing number 69, 99, 66, the big ones, or any of the 90s. They're really cheap, like you're looking for 1,000 coins, so it isn't all that terrible. Next quality of life thing they included was a card will appear with who scored and got assists in the game. This is an awesome thing. First, it's cool to flex on dudes if you have a sick team, but it also lets you know if you're going up against a 99 Wayne Gretzky or the 85. So there's no really guessing anymore. I think this is an awesome change, and again, something so simple. So it's really good they put this in the game, and going forward, it's going to be great, especially when Team of the Year and things come out. So when you know who you're playing, or if you're in comp seasons, if you've got to play a little bit more safer because you're going up against guys that have 99 speed and things like that, it is a really good addition to the game. And lastly, they included all of the new third jerseys for a lot of teams, my Sharks included. I haven't been able to find a Sharks one, so if you have one, I'll probably pay you a stupid amount in coins. But I'm just looking for the new Sharks one. But there's, they're all out there now. So the Phoenix one, the Ducks one, they are widely available, and you can get them in packs. So here we are. So let's get into this week's content. Basically, we have the new Alumni Set is all Rangers. I think this is kind of a cool idea to give, maybe every few weekends do it from one specific team. So this week is the Rangers. All 5 alumni come from there. So we start with the 82 Jeff Bookaboom. Normally the 82s are, just roll your eyes and move on, unless you're a big fan. But this one has BU, so it might be interesting to pick up if you can get them cheap. The 83 is a Joey Coker. He's got decent synergies, but his speed's okay. His shot's pretty weak though, especially a couple months into the game. The 85 is Glenn Healy. Synergies are kind of poo. I would just pass on Glenn Healy. And then we have the 89, Brian Leach. This is, Brian Leach is a dope card. It's nowhere near his 93, and if you have his 93, obviously this is a card that you can just skip over. But nonetheless, it is a pretty dope card. Instead of having another 87 this week, they bumped him up to an 89 because Brian Leach, is lit. And the 90 overall this week is none other than Mark Messier. His speed is awesome. His shot is awesome. It's been a few weeks of kind of a letdown with the 90 overall weekend alumni, but this one is one you can definitely bank on getting if you're able to. Dope card. All right, let's go over Team of the Week. Leading this week would be the 89 Connor McDavid. It's not as good as his prime time because that does have BU. This one has Speedster, so it's not all bad, and he's the fastest card in the game technically. He's going to go for a ton. I saw him up for like 800, 900K already, over a mil even. It's crazy. And we have 85 Mikko Rantanen. Quick card, not bad. Same with Gabriel Landeskog. On the second line, we've got my boy Logan Couture, who would be a decent card to pick up. I'm about to buy him for my Sharks team. And the 87 Nathan McKinnon. I actually packed this card. He's insanely fast, but I had kind of some options at left wing to use instead of him, so I sold him for just over 200K. So if you get him, that might be what you want to do. You can make another Legends, things like that. Yeah, he was expensive. Then we have the 87 Taylor Hall, good for the Evo. He's insanely fast with a great shot. Taylor Hall would be probably the one other than McDavid that I would really want from this team of the week. Then we've got Maxime Comtois, Sam Steele, a couple of Ducks, Jaden Deschanel. Man, I love doing this because I'm just trying to guess these guys' names. And then on defense, we've got Keith Yandel, who's got decent speed, but a terrible shot, and yeah, not that good of a synergy. Then Oliver Ekman-Larsson for like the 15th time already. Same synergy, that's the problem, but he's an 87 overall. He's kind of capped because he can't go up anymore this month, but crazy month for him because he's gotten so many. We've got 83 overall. Mikhail Sergachev. His shot is poo, but decent speed. Same with Rasmus Ristolainen. And then Darryl Boyle and Cody Curran. Let's go with Curran. And then in goal this week, we've got Martin Jones. Again, my Sharks. Love my Sharks and Martin Jones, who had a great week. Just an 84 overall, but I'll probably pick him up because I'm a homer. On to the primetime and milestones. Let's start with an 83 primetime Zdeno Chara. He's obviously going to be one of the most popular cards always because he's gigantic, but he's really slow on this iteration of his card, and his slapshot power is kind of weak in comparison to any alumni, so I would pass on a big Z. Also from the Bruins, we've got an 83 overall David Krejci milestone card. Great speed. He might be one of the low-key better 83 overalls to go after. He's got almost 90 speed and over 80 shot. He's got defensive warrior as his synergy, which isn't completely terrible, but this would be a better lower overall card to go after. Next up, we've got from the Buffalo Sabres an 84 overall primetime Jeff Skinner. Great speed, dangler zone as his synergy, and a pretty good shot as well. This is one of, again, like I said, anything with a good speed and shot now is especially important with the new updates that I'll get into in a later video. But anything over 90 speed is pretty good, especially on a lower overall card, because you can get away with getting him for a little bit cheaper. He would be someone I wouldn't mind having if I was building a lower overall team. Also from the Sabres, his milestone 80 overall Jason Pominville. You can avoid him. He's not a very good card, but I just want to mention I feel extremely old because I was at his first game as a Sabre. Holy smokes. Next, we have the 86 primetime Johnny Gaudreau. This card is nuts. BU, insane speed, decent shot. This is one you want to go after. It's already expensive, though. We're talking over 100K easy. But this is a dope primetime card to have. Anything with Gaudreau, just because he's so fast. And we have the 89 primetime Connor McDavid. This card is ridiculous. 99 speed, great shot, and PU. This one is going to be extremely hard to come by. Like I said, I've seen it for over $1 million. It's a fantastic card, but just one, unless you are lucky enough to pack, you're probably not getting. I mean, you could probably spend 1 million coins on something else, but yeah, it's a fantastic card. Then from the Panthers, we've got the 84 primetime Jonathan Huberdeau. He's got fantastic speeds, over 90. Any of the cards that have over 90 speed, guys, that have lower overalls, the ones you want to target. So this one's no different. A decent card to go after if you're trying to build, a smaller budget team. And we've got a couple of milestone cards. First, the 85 Eric Stahl with Face-Off Master. He's got kind of bad face-off stats, so I might not play him on center. But he's got mediocre, probably the lowest speed I would kind of take at 87 overall. But his shot's over 82, so it's not bad. But with an 85 overall, you want something a little bit faster. Then we've got his teammate, the 84 overall Ryan Suter. Great speed over 90, well, at 90, but his shot, again, for most defensive cards, they're going to have bad shot as far as accuracy goes, but it's over 80 power, so that's not terrible. And we got a goalie, 85 overall primetime Andrei Vasilevsky. Decent card if you pull him, but he's any goalie that doesn't have BU, it's kind of a waste because you need to have those two slots. It's the easiest one to take advantage of getting burner. Then we have Mark Scheifele, great card. He's fast. He's got a great shot. This would be a decent one to have, especially because, Mark Scheifele's dope. But those are the primetime and milestones for this week, guys. Next thing I want to mention is the changes to the auction house. They reverted back to the 2 rows where you can actually see them and not have to kind of awkwardly go to the next page. They also allowed you to search by overalls. This is awesome. So now you can finally choose what overall you want to search for, set a minimum and a maximum, and then off you go. These are great changes to the auction house. And lastly, a bit of Hut news. I'm just going to open some packs. Next week's Hut Champs is the 91 overall Rick Nash. Dope card. But again, it's only top 5, so it's pretty tough to go after. But again, if you're a top player, every week these cards seem to be pretty sick, and Rick Nash is no different. Also, don't forget Gatorade and Halloween comp seasons is ending in the next few days, so the 89 Sidney Crosby as well as the 89 Jason Arnott will end soon. So if you guys have just forgotten to play your season games, just go after before it ends. This weekend, I believe there's only a few more days left in the Halloween one and Gatorade one. So lastly, before I go, what I want to mention, Flumpfish on Reddit just posted a thing about a bunch of alumni legends being upgraded. Al McInnes finally has a shot that you can use. Here are the list of the other guys. I'm not going to go into all the overalls. You can click on, go to the Reddit and see it there. There's a ton of them. Brett Hull is getting an upgrade on a bunch of different stats. Charlie Conacher, Igor Larionov, Yari Curry, Johnny Busick, Ken Danico, Marcus Naslund, and Teppo Newman. And all of those guys are getting pretty significant upgrades in a lot of stats, but Al McInnes specifically with his shot being fixed. Now, if you grind for him, you're going to get a dope card. So, guys, thank you for watching Hut News Week 7. If you liked the video, please bang the like button and subscribe. I do appreciate it. And I will see you guys next weekend. You guys stay sweet.